So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All day, dog. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Give me that ball. Yellow. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. Watch it. Watch it.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
15. Box shot. 47. Check, 47. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, Ripple is the mic. 47's the mic. Oh, you got D? I don't need to. 47's the mic. Come on, D. 47 Mike. Charlie. Mike 47. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. First down, New Orleans.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brissett sets to throw it. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
First down, New Orleans.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check. Crunch. 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 Rotate. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 7. Mike, 53. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Again, it's Brissett.
Safety quick.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
47's the mic, boys, 47.
Call it no gain on the dump-off, and it's third down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on third and 5, third and 6, third and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
47's the mic, boys, 47. Check, 47.
Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The 10th carry for Kamara. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Hill on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. 47.
On first down, it's Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
15.
Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And the pressure gets to him again. Kiko Alonso providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Yards on the return that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop him.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check three. Check.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Yellow. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check the out.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's trash.
Mahomes now to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw, eluding the pressure right. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Got his man. It's Williams. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it's going to be 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They run. It's Williams. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
No gain on the dump-off. It's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. They'll look to run forward with Williams. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
53, Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Brissett on 3rd and 2. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And Josh Hill has it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go one more. Mike, 50.
Now Brissett. The open man is Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Here's Brissett. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Brissett to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Come on, QB, come on. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Brissett looks to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Wants to try to add the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The dump off good for 8 there on 1st down.
It's It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here we go.
From the 35 on second down, Mahomes, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Good work, boy.